starring June Lockhart, Hugh Riley, John Provost as Timmy, and, of course, Lassie.
Now, don't be impatient now. You'll all get your share. There we go. There, some more. Come on, get down there.
Go on, get out of here. Come on. You get down there with the rest of them.
Now, what's wrong with Lassie?
Oh, I think I know what it is. Frisky.
Frisky? Oh, yes, the white-faced lamb.
Right. The one that's always getting lost. Can I go help her?
Yeah, might as well.
Dad, I can't find Frisky's mother either. And some of the other sheep seem to be missing, too.
Oh, maybe we better count.
Sheep missing. Could that mean rustlers, Dad?
It could be. 15 sheep couldn't get through a new fence all by themselves, just wander off.
Gosh.
I'm going to drive over and see Sheriff Thompson. You finish spreading this hay, huh?
Okay.
They disappeared this morning?
Or last night. Since yesterday, anyway. I'd have noticed it sooner. Look, I'm pasturing those sheep on contract on my lower meadow.
I know that, Paul. Some other Calverton farmers are doing the same thing. And they've had the same problem.
What do you mean?
You see those? More missing sheep reports.
In Calverton?
Just like yours. As each case came in, I started investigating and alerted the highway patrol. And each time a funny thing happened. Every one of those farmers called me back and told me to drop the investigation. They weren't missing any sheep after all.
You mean they made a mistake?
Or their sheep came home somehow by themselves.
Well, mine haven't. I counted the flock not an hour ago.
Al Livermore and Ed James told me the same thing. Then they called me back.
You think they weren't stolen, then?
I don't know, Paul. It seems more likely that they must have gotten out and wandered away by themselves.
Through the fence?
It's always possible. However, suppose I come over this afternoon and we'll see if we can figure out what happened. Meantime, let me make a phone call. Oh, Jenny, Sheriff Thompson, would you get Ranger McBride for me, please? Thank you. If the Forest Service has a patrol flight going out today, they can take a swing over the high hills and spot those sheep with no trouble. Might take days on foot.
Good idea.
McBride, Sheriff Thompson, I wonder if I could ask a favor. Yeah, again. Well, it's sheep again. No, I know, but this flock hasn't come home, at least not yet.
Where'd you find him, girl? He's staying. Sheep, all of them.
You're not hurt badly, are you, laddie? Shook up some. It's only natural. Come on. Oh, we gotta take a look at that knee. Nice looking dog, boy. I bet she knows her way around the flock. Hey, Toby. This is Toby. As fine a working sheepdog as ever lived. In his time. But mostly as old as these hills now. Like me.
Her name is Lassie.
Well, now that our animals have been properly introduced, how about you and me?
My name is Timmy Martin.
Mine's Andrew. I used to have another name. A long time ago. Been so long since I used it, it's hardly worth mentioning anymore. Pleased to meet you, Timmy. Let's leave our friends get acquainted and you come along with me, huh? This way. Come on. Gotta take care of that knee. Sit down, boy. Let's have a look. Oh. There we are. This'll do for now. All right, now. Over here, Larry. All right. You sit right down there. I know, boys, you must be about half starved. Shepherd's bread. I bet you never tasted any before. Make it myself. Made the cheese, too. It don't taste half bad. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hey, this is swell.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, Laddie. How did you happen to wander up here, boy?
Well, Lassie and we were trailing our sheep.
Your sheep?
Oh, no, my dad's. You see, Lassie picked up the trail, and we followed him up here. Boy, they sure wandered off a long ways.
They didn't wander, boy. My dog Toby and I, we took them. You know, Laddie, it's not everyone can be a shepherd. It takes a certain solitary kind. Has to be born in a man. Or a dog. Yeah, that's all I've ever been. And comes the time when you're old, used up, no place for you. I'm resigned to that. That's the way the world is. But what about Toby? His sheep are his life. Take him away from him and he'd just lay down dying. That's why from time to time, Toby and me, we borrow a few sheep.
You borrow them?
Oh, you thought we were stealing. Of course. We weren't, though. You'd have waited a little while, you'd have had them all back in your meadow in prime condition. Just like all the others we borrowed.
I'm sorry, but Lassie and we have to take our sheep back. You're not gonna try to stop us, are you?
This is for you, son. A real shepherd's flute.
Thank you.
Let's go. Yeah, they make a good team. Girl of yours and this old gentleman of mine.
Well, we better go, Lassie. You can start him for home. Lassie, start him moving. Come on, girl. Lassie. I don't understand what's the matter with her.
Your dog understands mine. She knows how important it is to Toby to be with sheep. I know. You're thinking maybe that's the way it is with me, too. Well, I suppose maybe you're right, laddie.
Mr. Andrew, are you sure you're only borrowing the sheep? All right, Lassie. We'll leave the sheep here with Toby. But only long enough so I can talk to Dad. Come on, girl.
Paul, come here. Do you have center braces here?
Yeah. Well, I wonder how that happened.
Well, I don't think it just happened. Somebody probably pried it loose, took your sheep, and then put it back.
Then they were stolen.
Looks that way.
Hi, Sheriff.
Oh, hello, Timmy.
But that doesn't explain how the lamb got back.
You mean Frisky? Lassie found him.
Well, I better get back and alert the highway patrol in case they hauled your stock away in a truck. If they didn't, the Forest Service will spot it from their helicopter when they fly over the hills. One way or another, we should have word today. See you later, Paul.
Sheriff Thompson?
Yes, Timmy.
Sheriff, if you catch, whoever did it, well, what'll happen to them?
Well, now, Timmy, in the old days, we used to hang stock thieves. But now, they just go to jail where they won't cause any more trouble for a long, long time.
Jail. Come on, girl.
Well, now, never expect to see you back so soon.
Miss Sandra, the sheriff. He's sitting at a helicopter to look for our sheep. If he catches you, you'll go to jail. What'll we do?
Nothing we can't do now. He's got his nail good and proper. He's scaring the sheep. They're heading for the cliff. Come on.
Toby. Toby.
So you and your dog caused the crime wave in my county all by yourself.
I'm sorry, Sheriff. Toby and me didn't mean to make any trouble for anyone. It was just the Lassie and the boy know how it was.
Do you have to arrest him, Sheriff?
Technically, he broke the law, Timmy. Took someone else's property.
But he always returned the sheep. And ours are all back. And nobody's hurt. Except Toby. But Dr. Weaver says he'll be all right.
And we've learned our lesson, Sheriff, Toby and me. It's a little late, but, well...
I'll have to leave it up to your father, Timmy. If he still wants to press charges.
Paul will be out in a minute. He's on the phone talking to some of the others. You know, the neighbors who had their sheep borrowed by Andrew. Well, what did they say?
Well, they all said that pasturing sheep takes a lot more time than they figured, and it's time they'd like to use for their regular farming.
It would. You have to live with sheep to know.
None of us can afford a full-time shepherd, but each of us farmers could give you 4 or 5 days a month, Andrew. You'd make a good living, and you and Toby could be near your sheep. And you wouldn't have to work very hard.
Paul, what about the charges?
Charges? What charges?
Oh, boy, did you hear that, Lassie?
Thank you very much, sir. And you too, man.